Hey guys, I just finished recording a video about science and chemtrails and that stuff. And I just had a thought. I wanted to get this out. This whole separation thing, this whole division, I'm tired of seeing it. Why we keep dividing ourselves and breaking down what's the only thing that we've ever had to keep us strong, which is the unity? Why is it if I don't believe what you believe, you're wrong and I'm automatically right? Why? That doesn't make me right. Because my belief is different from yours, that means I'm right? No. Doesn't make anyone right for having a belief. I mean, it's better to have something to believe in, right? I'm not saying everyone's belief is necessarily moral. Now, that's something completely different. But that doesn't mean that you're right. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean anyone's right. But what we need to focus on is the one problem that we all have. And that's this sinking ship that we're on. I mean, I don't like scare tactics and that sort of stuff, but it's becoming very hard for anyone to ignore. And I think most people should be able to agree with this by now that something's definitely wrong. The system's definitely broken. Nothing's getting better. So why do we keep dividing ourselves? Shouldn't we come together? We have a common enemy. We have a common problem at least. And that's things aren't getting better. Okay, name when the last person got into power anywhere around the world and things actually got much better. I mean, sometimes, yeah, of course they do in the short run, but overall, the national debt bill keeps increasing. I mean, come on. How is there debt if we're all working? But anyway, that's a whole nother story. In any case, you must know that something's wrong by now. You must. You must see it and have problems with so many issues, so many political agendas, and think that's not right. That shouldn't be happening. There you go. Yeah, perfect example. I'm sure you've been in a situation before where you've looked at something in the system and you thought, that's not right. That's not fair. It's just chaos everywhere. It's chaos absolutely everywhere. And all we keep doing is finding more and more reasons to be divided. Whether it's your religion or your culture. I'm not here to debate the whole morality and what's moral and what isn't. Because even that can be scrutinized to some extent. More so understanding that we all have a common problem. Everything's getting harder. Here in the UK, look how much easier it was for our parents to get on the property ladder. And their parents. I mean, by no means were things easy then, but how much easier was it? When your parents tell you, oh, I bought this house for £5,000. Yes, I understand £5,000 in terms of actual value would have been more than it is now. I get it. However, it was nowhere near as difficult as it is now. It wasn't as difficult to get jobs. At one point, all you needed was a degree. Well, not anymore. I've met so many people with degrees that are doing cleaning jobs. And it's not to say there's anything wrong with cleaning, but it just goes to show that you can spend all that money and all that time to study and still not get what it is that you've been looking for. And you don't tell me that there's something wrong with that? Stop dividing yourselves. Stop. It's funny to the elites. It's funny to the people that actually control how things work. It's funny. We're spending all our time fighting with each other. They're winning. They are winning. All you have to do is spend a little time on the internet and you'll find out exactly what's going on. 1% of the population control the entire thing. You know, when you look at the 1% of the richest, they have more wealth than the other 99% combined. What does that tell you? Does that sound like a system that's fully functional? But on one hand, you've got people dying from obesity or illnesses associated with obesity. And on the other hand, you've got people dying from starvation and famines. So, too much food? No food. How does that make any sense to you? How? All these multi-billion-dollar companies, multi-trillion-dollar industries, why do we still have people starving and dying? Why is it that the charities have to be on the television? I mean, God, television. Thanks, Dad, I owe you for that one. How do we watch these adverts of these charities asking us for our money that's already so difficult to come by? When A, their CEOs are on 5-6 digit salaries, but even without them, the Vatican has how much money? How much wealth does it have? Right. All these industries, they're making all this money for what? For what? People are starving and dying. You know, in the last couple of months, on average, 5,000 people were contracting cholera in Yemen. That was nowhere in the news. Largest outbreak in history, nowhere to be seen. But in the meantime, people were having the whole argument of Trump, Hillary, I don't know, which puppet are we going to vote for? You know, Brexit, no Brexit, oh, I don't know, which one are we going to vote for? Like it makes any damn difference. What difference did it make? It's one fight or another, right? Let's not even go down on Brexit because people voted to leave without even knowing what leave meant. If that was not something that was really stupid, then I don't know what is. Okay? How can you make a decision when you don't know the facts? But in any case, I don't care. And you shouldn't either. Leave or remain. Really? You think it's going to make a difference? Do you not see how the system is just... It's falling to pieces. It's splintering around you. Leave or not. Guess what? It's not getting any better. Things are broken. And they've been broken for a while. If you don't believe me, go down to an old folks home, spend some time speaking to them, and they'll be able to tell you how broken things really have become. Yeah? Go and do that. Spend an afternoon. Oh, you know, if you're fortunate enough to have your grandparents around you and alive, why don't you sit down and ask them what it was like? I mean, they'll tell you, yeah, there were some hard times, granted, but they can tell you exactly how broken and messed up things really are right now. So stop fighting with yourselves. Stop arguing against your different beliefs. It achieves absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You shouldn't be worrying about who's right and who's wrong. What you should be worrying about is how we're going to fix this problem. That should be everyone's concern. How do we stop them from putting poisons in our food? How do we stop them from putting poisons in the ear? How do we stop them from forcibly vaccinating our kids? Spend 20 minutes looking at vaccines. Have a look what's in there. I tell you what, if you haven't seen it before, you might be horribly surprised. Stop fighting with other people. Start looking after the most important things to you, your children, your family. And then you'll start understanding you can't look after them. You know why? Because in one way, shape or form, the system is killing them. That's it. That's what it comes down to in a nutshell. I might shock a few people. Okay, well, que sera, sera. The bottom line of it is, I didn't think I was going to do this early on in these videos, but the bottom line of it is, the system is killing us. It's unbelievable, and people don't see it. The stuff in our food, all the different chemicals, it's killing us. Autism in children increased significantly. Cancer gone up. I mean, they've been looking for a cure for cancer so long, you tell me they haven't found it? But supposedly they figured out how we could get to Mars. Yeah? So, their collective minds have figured out, supposedly, how we can get to Mars. But they can't figure out how to cure cancer. This is crazy. Start seeing what's in front of you. Stop looking down in your phones. Everyone's so distracted by your phones, your social media. What the hell does it even mean? Delete it. Do you need it? What is it for? Why do you have social media? Your real friends and the real people that care, guess what? They're around you. You don't need to be connected with thousands of people. The only reason look, I was really big into social media as well, so I don't want it to seem like I'm some sort of hypocrite, because I understand that there are uses for social media, but for most people, they don't use it for anything actual productive. It's just a way of consuming time. Stop wasting your time on stupid things. Realize what the problem is. If you've got children, or you're planning to have children, then I suggest that you really start paying attention to exactly what's going on around you. Stop dividing. We all have a problem. We all have a common problem. Start seeing past other people's beliefs. You might be wrong, or they might be wrong. It doesn't matter right now. The only thing that matters is what's going on. Okay? I didn't want it to seem like a rant, but I really just needed to get that off my chest. I'm so tired of seeing the division. It's not helping us. It's not. We've all heard the phrase divide and conquer, right? Divide's not helping us. I don't care if you're a Muslim. Oh, and that brings me on to another thing. Not all Muslims are terrorists, alright? Seriously. Stop it, people. Stop it. It doesn't matter right now. The only thing that matters is that we understand we all have a common problem, and let's focus more on that. Guys, I hope you have a good day. Just appreciate the time with your loved ones, because the way things are going, man, I don't even know. I laugh because I don't know what else to do, but it's serious. Just appreciate the time with your loved ones. All right, peace.